Welcome to the Queendom. By request, I was asked to um, do some commentary regarding Walt and also with Cyncity. So, to catch you up, if you don't know what's going on in these YouTube streets, Sin City, which is Walt's fiance, she got caught up in a scandal about being colorist. Her daughter made a comment about someone on Love and Hip Hop wanting to be light skinned. And her mom replied in the comments that some people have to, pay to get a complexion like theirs, and their complexion is free. That was a big deal. You had people literally going to her daughter's page, and I'm for one, because I'm not going to report back on something I don't see with my own eyes. Like, I have to know it's true. I had to have heard it from you or seen your Instagram or Facebook or something. Like, it just, I don't repeat, just rumors about people, and people can be very vicious because they're anonymous on YouTube. So a lot of people can be very, very vicious, just making up stuff just because they don't like a person. So I verified it, and I know her daughter probably got, I don't know how many friend requests, and I know it just hit her out of nowhere. But the best way to handle that, Cindy, is when we make mistakes, we just own up to it and apologize and learn from it. Denying it, it only makes things worse. Just, you know, it's one thing to try to please everyone, you know, on this type of platform. But then it's another thing to just not be accountable for your own actions and behaviors. We can't control what other people make up about us or how they are committed to misunderstanding us. But when we know that we made a mistake or we said something that we shouldn't have said, the best thing to do is, be an adult and just own it and say, I shouldn't have said that. I was younger then. I was ignorant then. Now I know better. It's not making excuses, but it's taking ownership. And so she didn't do that, and so she was kind of unapologetic for, and I don't think she meant any harm. I just think, yeah, she probably did. I mean, look at her age. She's not that much older than myself. So, yes, yellow bone, red bone, all that was popping back in the day. That's all a guy wanted, was somebody they could say they have a yellow bone or a red bone. It was just, that's what it was. Now black is in style and being dark skinned is cool, and but dark skinned women are not better than light skin. You have blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice. Yeah, you're not better than someone because you're darker, and you're not better than someone because you're lighter. And we really have to evolve past that foolishness in 2020. When I said that who had a bell pepper nose, I was also accused of being kind of colorist, and I was like, first of all, I said there's bell pepper noses all in my family. I said I was joking and just talking shit, but they didn't want to accept that part, and they wanted to write me a long exit speech of why, they would not be supporting my channel because they were offended because bell pepper noses are a black people thing. No, there are other ethnicities and nationalities that have bell pepper noses, okay? Yeah. And so big lip, big nose, you can't just say that's strictly a black person's thing. There are people all over, the great continent of Africa, and they have very small noses and small lips and small bone structure. Like, that just shows you how close-minded people are. But I can't educate everyone all the time. So, like I said, that is just foolishness. If I said that I'm joking, if I said that I have bell pepper noses in my family, if I'm laughing and just saying I'm talking shit and then you choose to be offended, well, that's just your own insecurity. I'm brown skinned. How the hell am I gonna be colorist? Like, I was not in that pool of women that Cindy was in, where she was a hot commodity just because of her light complexion. Okay. So I was just a brown girl. Okay, I'm still just a brown girl. All my life I've just been a brown girl. And so, no, it was never cool to just be a brown girl, at that time that Cindy and I was, like, coming up. So I do believe that she probably garnered some of her self-value from that foolishness that African Americans do by yellow bone, red bone, And that stuff started, that division is like house nigga and field nigga, you know what I mean? That division. But at the end of the day, guess what? You may be fair skinned, but you're just a nigga, and so we're not gonna have that discussion right now. But I wanted to touch on that because I was asked to touch on that, and I don't want to. There was no way to really do a commentary because I couldn't show the comment section. If I had the tools to where I could have shown you guys what we were reading in the comment section. But yeah, she got a lot of flack about that. They brought it over to Walt's page. They took it over to B Love's page. Yeah, it was a big deal. And I just didn't see her apologize for the error she made, because you definitely was in the comment section of you replied to your daughter, and yes, what you said was wrong. So what's wrong with copping to it? People would respect you more if you just owned up to it. But she's passing the buck, and she's telling people that she's putting it all on her daughter. She said her daughter didn't say such a thing, and then she said if she did say it, then that's her, and she wasn't gonna take the blame for something her daughter said, but she didn't take the ownership of what she said. So stuff like that, you can't play those kind of games, Cindy, on YouTube. Like, there are people committed to this shit. Like, they will do screenshots, screen recordings of videos. Like, there are people who just, their sole job is to try to find every error you make. and they're committed to they think that's their job. They're not getting paid for it or anything, but that's what they want to do. They want to find every error, every mistake you make, if they don't care for you. And so passing the book, that's not how you handle something like this. Throwing your daughter under the table, that's not how you handle something like this. Most of your subscribers were just brown skinned women. And so, yeah, they're going to be offended if you think that you're better than them because you have lighter complexion. So I know that, like I said, it's just sad that we even have to have these conversations in 2020, that people are still that closed-minded. But it's okay if you once thought like that. We know that you received favor. You received favor because of your complexion, and compared to darker complected women, you have received a lot of attention and favor for that. And so you can't make apologies for that. That's not your fault, that society deemed lighter skin better. But because you fell for that, and you fell into that trap, and you thought like that yourself, now the viewers just want to know that you learned better. And if you ignore it or defend it, I mean, you was trying to like battle everybody in the comment section. I didn't even know how. Like, I don't even have the patience, and I have a small minute fraction of the viewers you have, and you was literally trying to just argue with every single person in that. And the more you do that, the more haters will come. That's what you will realize on YouTube. I mean, I studied YouTube before I even committed to it. And when you feed a hater on YouTube in the comment section, it just exposes other haters. So they start coming out the woodwork and letting you know that they feel the same way, and they jump on the bandwagon, and you don't need to try to battle everyone in the comment section. That's not gonna work. You're outnumbered. You're outnumbered, I'm gonna tell you now. So the best thing to do is, if someone is just being malicious and they're committed to not understanding you or misunderstanding you, block them and be done with it. Let them make another page and block that one too. And you'll know when the same weirdos come back. They'll be talking the same, just with a different name. And, so that's what I have to say to you, Sin. Just apologize and admit that you've received some privileges because of your complexion. It's not your fault. And there you go. Let that be that. Now, dear Walt, people wanted me to touch on Walt, and I was like, you want me to talk about his last two videos? He's not, there's nothing there. I can't make a video. I'm not going to record his 15-minute video to talk about something that I can say in a few minutes without sitting through all of that. I'm not going to do that. It's not worth it. It's not worth the energy. So, pertaining to Walt, dear Walt, you really had it so good. Like, your channel was handed to you by Bethany. Your subscribers was handed to you. You didn't have to work at all, and you just inherited thousands and thousands of viewers because of your sister. And people genuinely just enjoyed your chill, relaxed demeanor. And now you're not taking this serious. And so now you're offending your viewers and insulting the intellect of your viewers because you get paid because of your viewers. And you're not paying them any attention, like figuratively and literally. You're not paying them any attention. When you get on your video, you see at least 50 comments of people saying, hey, are you going to talk to us? Take any two of his videos and you're going to have at least 50 comments between the two videos where people are asking, is he going to talk to the viewers as opposed to just talking to Cindy in the background? And you see that. Like, that's not a hard request. That's not someone totally trying to change your channel or anything. They're just saying, hey, we tuned in to act like we were Chillin Wit Walt. That's the name of your channel. And now you need to probably change your channel because people don't feel like they chilling with you. And I'm talking about some of your day ones are very disappointed, but they are so supportive of you that they're saying it in a respectful manner. And it's just, to me, it comes off as very ungrateful when you have people telling you in the most respectful way possible. They're giving him some great ideas and suggestions over and over and over again in every video, and he is choosing to ignore. And someone said that B-Loves recently said that she no longer pays attention to the comment section. And then someone said, well, yeah, see, that's how B-Love got so big. She never paid attention to the comment. That is not true. B-Love made many, many videos, venting about how hateful people are on YouTube. You can't take it seriously. These are oftentimes miserable people that just become trolls on YouTube because they're miserable, and they will just tear down people just for shit's sake, just in the comment section daily. It's not even constructive criticism. It's just like they really will try to go for the jugular. But it's not true that B-Love always ignored her comments. That's not true at all. She was hurt, as most of the YouTubers that I have studied, when they try to be people pleasers on this thing, they are so hurt when they find out how hateful people are. It's easy for people to be hateful because it's anonymous. Nobody even you don't know anything about this person. So they can serve you all the judgment and criticism they want. But they don't even have a channel up to where you can serve it back to them. So they're not even worth going back and forth. But when you have a supportive viewer base that I'll give you some examples of some of the constructive criticism I saw. Someone suggested that, hey, why don't you take Yaya the dog for a walk and vlog it and take us with you and, talk and walk the dog and, do that. Because the eating thing, he can't even eat a lot. So, mukbang is people that like to see people get down and eat, and usually it's a large amount of food or a variety of food. Walt can't eat that much because, he's been shot and stuff like that. So, they're saying, well, if mukbanging is not your thing, then they give him other ideas. Someone said, do research. They suggested that he do research on the health benefits of medicinal marijuana, and I thought that was a great idea. I've seen that, in the comment section. I've seen just some really good ideas but he is totally ignoring everyone. And so when he gets on camera, he's talking to Cindy in the background. She's not showing her face, but he shows his face on her videos. But when she gets on Walt's videos, she doesn't show her face. And it's obnoxious to his viewers. I don't give a shit because I'm not a puff ganger like that. I only talk about it because it's requested. I don't. I like Walt, and but I'm not gonna watch Walt on a daily basis or anything like that, or a weekly basis. But for my viewers, if they enjoy watching that, and it falls in the genre of mukbangers, so I'm gonna talk about it. But now he talks to Cindy. He really don't talk to the viewers. And she's not even on the camera. So it's just really awkward. It's almost like, okay, can you respect his channel enough to go in the bedroom and let the man work? Let the man 15 minutes. Y'all are together. She said out of her mouth, they're together 24/7. And she's now making money from YouTube or a living. I don't even think she has to work anymore either. And she was working when they first started the channel. So respect this, respect your viewers. If you're going to get money and your viewers are in a respectful manner telling you where you're going wrong over and over and over and over again. Like, we're not talking about 5%. We're talking about, like, this is like a snowball that's getting bigger and bigger. And I went from watching maybe 5% of the people have a problem with how he's changed since he's been living with Cindy. And now that is up there to probably, I would say, somewhere like 28% now. I'm just guessing, of course, but then it has really grown because when Walt started mukbanging, he was just really chill and fun and jovial, and he was just, a fun, chill dude. Now he's more serious, and people are saying that Cindy is an energy vampire and like sucking his energy. And hey, that stuff is true. You can because yeah, that's all I'll say about that. Yeah. And then especially if you have sex, which is sacred energy exchange. That's how you break down, that's the acronym, really. Sacred energy exchange is sex. So now if you're doing that too, you're taking on a lot of that person's spirit, believe it or not. I know some people don't think sex is that deep, but it really is. And so, her personality is her personality. She's more serious and, critical, and but people liked Walt for just chilling and being fun. And he's no longer fun. He's not energetic in the videos with Cindy, but when he is in a video with his nephew, Dalvin, who has a channel, Daddy Zaddy Chunk Chunk, he's fun, he's jovial when he's in a. And so I guess the logic that the viewers are saying is that if this is your family, but this woman is your fiance, about to be your family, then shouldn't you have the same energy where if you can have fun with your blood relatives, shouldn't you also be able to have fun with, and it's just that I just really think, and even some people said, well, hey, since y'all can't do a video without being in the other person's video, why don't y'all just do the mukbangs together? That would seem like the common sense thing to do. Why pretend you're separating your channels when really, I mean, you can still do your own channels, but sit down and show some respect for the viewers, Cindy. You know, if you don't want to get on camera, why are you in the background and you know that's irritating the hell out of Walt's viewers? Now people are thinking that you are intentionally trying to sabotage his channel after you've got yours up and running off of him. And now they think you're just spitefully doing this. And you see the comments because you love to read the comments in. And so you may not comment on Walt's channel like you do on your channel, but we know that you're in those comments and you're reading those things. We've seen your energy change once you've read some comments and things of that nature. You won't be able to please all the people. I get it. Trust me. And that's not the goal. But if you have some real writers who have shown you support from day one, and they really want to support you, and they're coming at you in a respectful manner saying, hey, why don't you, just think about, consider this, consider that, think about doing it this way. They want to see you win. They're not saying this to be mean. They're not one of the hateful anonymous trollers that are just trying to tear you down. They actually want to see you win. So you're coming across as quite ungrateful at this point because you see the comments, and you don't have 28% of the people saying the same thing for nothing. 5% cool, 10% fine. You hit after about 10%, it's probably some type of truth to it. And it is your decision if you want to continue to not make any changes, and you clearly don't care if you lose viewers at this point. You clearly just don't care. You're not showing the least amount of enthusiasm or energy about something that you started. And so, like, again, Cindy said y'all together 24/7. So you keep checking the time to make sure you don't run over 15 minutes in your videos, to make sure you're right at 15 minutes. Now, you mean to tell me that y'all can't break away from each other for 15 minutes? Or if she is going to be in the background talking to you, that she at least have enough respect for your viewers to sit down in front of the camera and both of you include the viewers? Like I said, I'm just reporting what these YouTube streets are saying. I'm just reporting how they feel. I'm the voice of the people. I'm just reporting. Me, I feel like I wouldn't patronize that type of behavior. Like, if you already been handed the platter of YouTube success, you this was handed to you. You didn't have to work for it, do no giveaways, none of that. Like, you literally just came out the gate winning, thanks to your sister being a mukbang, trendsetter and success on YouTube. And now, if this is not your thing and you're not interested in doing it like that, people told you to cook and stuff. They just want to see some type of life in you again. And it's like your nose is so far up Cindy's ass right now, Walt. It's not a good look. You're looking pinheck like a mug and people calling you slow. And I don't think you're slow at all. I don't care how many times you were shot. I don't think intellectually Walt is slow. And I know a lot of people think that the shooting changed his, maybe it did, but I think Walt has plenty of sense. And I think he just frankly don't give a damn. And he's putting in the least amount of effort to continue to get his check. And as long as y'all support that he don't really have a reason to change. So a lot of you guys, after you give your comments a few times, it's like beating a dead horse. Don't keep offering that energy to someone who doesn't appreciate it. There are up and coming other mukbangers that you can support. There are other YouTubers that would appreciate your feedback. I love y'all.